So today I'm going to be doing a quick little review on a new foundation that I tried recently. I try really hard to mix up my foundations from time to time, even though Revlon Color Stay is my tried and true favorite. If I always stuck with the same foundation, I would have never found it in the first place. So I do try new things every once in a while. So I ran out of foundation the other day, so I went to my local RiteAid and I went ahead and I bought this new L'Oreal TrueMatch foundation, and my color is porcelain. It was from the warm side. For those who don't know, L'Oreal TrueMatch is a really innovative foundation in the sense that they have it split up into warm colors, cool colors, and neutral colors. And then they have, I don't know, 10 or 15 shades in each. So if you know that you're warm toned, if you know that you're cool toned, that kind of thing, you can have the best chance possible of finding the makeup that will best match you. So like I said, I got the lightest warm toned one because I'm yellow based, and that was in porcelain. It's number W1. And then to go along with it, I got the powder, which is in W1 porcelain as well. Sorry, the dogs are freaking out. And I was really excited to try this. I'd heard a lot of really good things about it. My biggest worry was, as is always, the foundation coverage. And this just did not cover nearly as well. I have to say that it doesn't smell at all the way that the Color Stay smells. For those who don't know, Color Stay, at least in the Oily Gonna Combo Skin formula, smells just like latex house paint. This one doesn't smell like much of anything. When you put it on, it does have a bit of that kind of floral makeup-y smell. And it's very, very thin and watery, and I don't feel like it covers much. It would be beautiful for evening out somebody's skin tone. For those of you who have good skin, you just need to, give yourself a good base. It probably would work beautifully. For me, because I have extremely acne-prone skin and I have a lot of scarring, it's a bad match. The powder is really soft. If you look, I just barely brushed my finger over it, and I mean, it came off quite a bit, and it's just, it's like silk. And the compact is kind of cool. It comes with a little mirror in the bottom, and it's got a sponge that goes in there. Mine's not in there right now. The thing about this powder is I tried this the other day, and I used my Maybelline 24-Hour Concealer, I used the TrueMatch, and I used the powder. And my face didn't look caked at all, but it felt really caked on. And I cannot stand that feeling. I wear a lot of makeup every day because I have to, but that doesn't mean I want to feel like my face is dried out. It's almost like, for those of you who've ever tried to wear just powder alone, and it just makes your face feel dry and tight, but with less on, it didn't feel like it had set my makeup. It had that sticky feeling where you knew it was going to rub off on everything. And the truth is, like I said, it didn't cover very well. I felt like I had to use a lot of the powder to get anywhere. And interestingly enough, while this powder looks very light, it did the same thing that my CoverGirl powder does, which is it made it much, much darker. So when I first put this on, you're gonna look at this and think I'm crazy. Look at this next to my face. This is my actual skin color. When I put my makeup on, I have to do a lot of blending because my makeup is way too dark for my face. It's one of my biggest complaints with the Color Stay is they don't make a color that even remotely matches me. So I have to go all the way down to my collarbone and all the way back around my neck if I've got my hair up, that kind of thing, to make it sort of look like that's my skin tone. This is my skin tone. The problem is, when I put this on, it went back to this. So it really didn't do me any good. So my overall thoughts on this foundation are this. I think if you've got good skin, this would be a great option. I think if you don't need much coverage, this would be a great option. And I think if you don't, for me, I really, really like feeling like if I touch my face, it doesn't feel at all wet. I powder my face pretty heavily, and I'm one of those that rolls my powder over my face to really push it in and set it. If you don't do that, if you're one of those that just dusts a little bit of powder over your face with a brush or something like that, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put my phone on silent. Where was I? Oh, if you just dust powder on and you don't feel like you have to set your makeup really heavily, then this may all work beautifully for you. For those of us that need really heavy coverage, this probably will not work. Also, for those with oily skin, because it didn't have the oily skin formula that the Colorstay does, I was really, really shiny by the end of the day. Really bad, and it was starting to wear off around this area, sort of across my nose, across my chin, and in my forehead. So basically my entire T-zone, it was sort of starting to melt away. And I hadn't worn it for all that long. I put my makeup on at about noon, and this was by 6 p.m. So overall, it's an okay formulation. It's just not for me. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.